Battlefield Podcast.
Hi everybody, it's Ola aka Chalk1 from Battlefield Podcast. With this video, I want to show you a little bit about the commander mode that we had in Battlefield 2 and 2142. With Battlefield 4 on the horizon and a lot of rumors about a commander mode coming back, I figured it would be a good idea to give some of you who have never used it a bit of an overview as to what it does. So let's look at Battlefield 2 first. You can basically tell that you apply to the commander position just like you would apply to be part of a squad or join a squad. There's different items on the map, usually at the home base. Here's the radar installation. Those can be destroyed. You see, I just got accepted as the commander. Essentially, you can enter this menu. There's several options. You can scan, which does sort of like, and highlights enemy units, but just by dots, doesn't show you what they are. You can right-click and spot them. You can zoom in on the map in different various ways. You'll see on the left also, aside from the actions that you can do, you have the different squads. You got squads 1 through 3 there, and you can issue orders to them, which is kind of cool because you have the ability to talk directly using VoIP to squad leaders in Battlefield 2. UAV is just like the UAV that you're used to from Battlefield 3, except the commander issues it and just places a point on the map, and it runs for a certain amount of time unless it gets shot down. Artillery is basically like the mortars, except it's a little bit more powerful. And again, it's issued by the commander on any random point in the map, except for, I think, the enemy's home base or something like that in Battlefield 2. You can see it coming down here. I'm not hitting anything at all, but... Supplies and vehicles are things that you can airdrop, so the supply crate will actually repair vehicles, it will heal soldiers. So it's quite useful, but it also does the same thing for the enemy, of course. If you drop a supply crate for the enemy, that doesn't help you a lot. Here you can see the UAV actually flying overhead. Like I said, it can be destroyed. The other thing that's kind of cool is it tells you on the map exactly what kits people are playing, what kits are available on the map, and what squads they're in. Here you can see the artillery actually firing when I'm deployed that. And again, here's the impact of it. And a vehicle drop is basically just a little Jeep or a Humvee or a dune buggy on a parachute that gets dropped down. It's coming down right in front of me, and it's kind of useful. People used to drop this on enemies' heads all the time to kill them in Battlefield 2, so that was kind of an ongoing joke, but it can actually make a difference. And now moving on to Battlefield 2142. Again, the one thing I should have mentioned when I was talking about Battlefield 2 is that part of the job of the commander is to stay out of the way. You have to be alive to do all this. You have to find a place to hide and basically issue these commands. The system in Battlefield 2142 is almost identical to Battlefield 2. They've simplified a few things, but the way that you apply is exactly the same, and you still have a similar menu map overview of the action that you can issue commands at. Again, here are the different radar installations and the UAV facilities that are there that can be destroyed by the enemy team. On the map screen, it's a little bit simplified. You have less text, more icons, but you have the same features with the addition of an EMP strike. Orbital strike is basically the same thing as an artillery strike. You have the UAV, you have the supplies, you do not have a vehicle drop. If I had been playing in a Titan game mode, I would have had the ability to actually move the Titan across the map as well. I just didn't manage to get footage of that to show it to you. But again, here you can see the UAV in action. You can see everybody running around. I have overview of all the squads and their loadouts and who's doing what. I can issue commands, I can drop supplies, I can track people. I can really kind of control the direction of what my team's doing. So that's it for the commander mode as it was in Battlefield 2 and 2142. Obviously we don't know yet what it's going to be like in Battlefield 4, but you can kind of get an idea as to what EA and DICE may have in store for us if there is going to be a commander mode in Battlefield 4. Let us know in the comments what you thought of the video. Ask questions if you have any specific questions as well, and we'll see, I'm sure, soon more about Battlefield 4 and whether or not we're going to get a commander mode. Thanks for watching.